Well, today is a very, very special day. I'm so happy because of kind invitation to share a little bit about this book, which is The Key. And I'm the author of this book. And today, why should we actually purchase this book? The reason is because of that. Let me share a little bit about. Just now, we shared about the flow of the economy. In the economy, in order to ensure that the economy to be successful, on the cycle itself, we need the bank, which is a central bank, and the government to put in the right policy and the right strategy to ensure the economy move in the right flow. The same thing if today we go into self-management. In order to ensure we can be successful in all kind of the so-called challenges that we have to ensure we become successful in any field, and we need to have the formula. And today in this book, The Key, has the formulas, okay? So I'd like to share with you about what is the formula that we have. So from here, we can actually read through on the chapter itself, which is, for example, as I speak for some of the chapter, which is the self-sabotage, okay? And this is which is at the, chapter 3. We know all of us, we always have, the problem of sabotage ourselves. We're thinking of, we have failed in all kind of past experience. Okay, we have things that we do, we did not success, and we always blame ourselves to say, I'm not good enough. Actually, it's not. We try to sabotage ourselves in the things that we did. But we need to really understand, every human beings, we have the so-called, the unique selling proposition, we call it, which is a USP. Then some is very good in sport, and some is very good in financial, some is very good on speaking. So we need to find out the so-called, what is the best of the instrument in ourselves which impact in our life, which is we call in the chapter 7, the unique special potential, which is how to be successful. And there's so many chapters we can read. From here we can read the self-value adding, you can read on the self-management and self-navigation system, and even the self-recognition and self-possibility. There's so many chapters will help us to have the successful self-management. I want to share a little bit with you. I've used this formula not only in academic perspective to help me to be one of the top students in my school or even in my so-called universities. And I'm also use this formula in my real estate life. And it turns out to make me to be one of the top lister in a so-called one of the, previously is one of the listed company in Singapore, and make me to be so successful on that by using this formula. And this formula, I brought it back and I used in entrepreneurship. And today, what happened? Our business, we won the award we call Nobel Award internationally in business. And this formula is really practical, and it's not like some sort of formula in the theory that we can read but we cannot practice. We just need to follow step by step what we have actually written in this book, and we can be definitely success in whatever kind of so-called field that we pursue. And we understand self-management success need a flow, and the formula is here. And how about invest in capital market? The same thing. I apply and invest in capital market. For instance, like people who invest in stock market. We need a formula, and we need this formula to help us to be so-called a profitable investor. And today, I would like to share with you also, especially in the key this book, we specially actually slotted in the so-called the bonus chapter, which is from the chapter 14 to chapter 18. We share with all the investors, especially those who are newbie in stock investing, or even be it we are savvy investor, we need to understand this formula. And this formula has helped me to generate 10 to 20% annually. No joke. Okay, so I wanted to share with you is at the page of 144. You can turn to 144. We can actually read it, which is called the New Evolution of Value Investing Formula. And this formula is no longer, understanding what is the real value and we buy the stock and just hold for a long term. It's the new evolution of value investing formula, who not only know about the value of the company, and also we know how to look at the company fundamental and the technical perspective to get in at the right time and to exit at the right time. Okay. So from here, what we have shared is to how to calculate the fundamental, right? The PE, the price per earning ratio, which is very good for a newbie, and the return on equity, how to effectively look at the right management company to invest in, and also the net asset value, how to calculate that, and how to look at the company they have to grow in their profit for several years, which is very important, and as well as to understand about how to get in the stock at the right price by looking at the chart pattern, the candlestick formation. There's so many things in this book, The Key. okay? Which is, I can say that it's one of the books that, be it today we are actually students, or even we are actually the executive, manager, or even business owner, or even is an investor. This book is a must to have, okay? Everyone need to have it. That is not expensive. You can have this piece of book, and the craft is so beautiful. You can buy and keep at your house as well, okay? So I hope that I really urge you, all of you need to have this book, and you can purchase this book and to give to your friends. Even you think that your friend need help, you can purchase that, okay? The key. And charting your path to true success is for everyone. And I'm Tony Lim here. Thank you so much for watching, and see you again.